Agori.
A team was having meeting to conduct a survey in Telangana and Andhra to analyze how many villages are receiving the government needs. They divided the team in 17 groups and mentioned the group names with letters. In that, Group D was given to survey Kailashpur. The team lead was Satya. The team has 8 members: Rahul, Vikas, Ramya, Vimala, Vishnu, Kevin and Dhanush. Working hours completed, all began to go to home. Satya was alone. After some time, Satya started his bike and began to travel back home. As routine, he stopped at a temple and prayed to God and went near his bike, and he was about to start, and then a sage came and told him, "Son, you will need to strive hard these days. The God will not be with you. Be careful and don't go into the unnecessary matters." Satya just ignored and went back home. He told his mother that he need to go to Andhra Pradesh for a week. His mother saw at him and told, "Satya, you are the only one who left for me. Your father has left us when you are 3 years. I'm not stopping you. Don't forget to call." Satya kneeled near his mother, who was sitting, and told, "Mom, we need money to live. For that you struggled a lot. I'll be back within a week. Don't worry, I'll call you daily." Next day, Group D came at a point and started to travel Kailashpur. They started at 7 a.m. and reached there by 6 p.m. The village was quite different. It was a village with right side forest and left side ocean. Some people were good and some were looking differently. Survey team was allotted with a 2-storied building to stay. They were tired, so slept. But Satya was still thinking about the words which that sage had told him. Satya woke up. Then he came out and lighted a beedi and started to smoke. He saw an old man was cycling towards him with a lantern. That old man stopped at him and told him, "Sarpanasa." Satya looked at old man and asked, "What?" The old man repeated the same word, "Sarpanasa." Satya looked seriously and told that old man to get out from there. Old man smiled at him and pedaled his cycle and moved friend. Satya completed his beedi and went back to sleep. Next day morning, Satya woke up. His team wasn't there in the room. He went out. Rahul was standing. Satya saw a shock in Rahul's face. He asked, "What happened, Rahul?" Rahul told, "A person was killed near the fields. His arms and legs were separated from the body." Satya went to the direction which Rahul said. He saw the same picture what Rahul had seen. Police arrived and done their duty and went off. The survey team started their survey after some time. 8 members divided into 4 groups and went on the 4 sides of the village. Satya and Vishnu were a group. While surveying a tea shop vendor, the vendor asked them, "Sir, are you from government?" "Yes," told Vishnu. Vendor told, "Sir, be careful. This village is not so good. Please leave as fast as possible." Satya asked the vendor, "This morning they found a dead bird in the fields. Who is he?" Vendor replied, "Yes sir, he's a man who lives near Maheshwara temple." Satya asked, "Where is the temple?" Satya and Vishnu went into the temple. The Lord Shivalinga was in red in color. Satya asked the priest, "Why the linga is in red in color?" The priest replied, "Lord Shiva is made of Markata, which reflects and appears like red." They prayed to God and went back to do their works. It was evening 7 p.m. Satya called to his mother and talked to her for a half an hour and told about Lord Shiva in the village. Satya and his team thought to go to the temple once again. They began and reached the temple. The temple was closed, so that they again started back. Satya, Vishnu and Vikas told the remaining to move on. The 3 stopped near a shop and bought cigarettes and started to smoke and walk. They listened a sound from the grass beside. Satya turned on his mobile torch onto the grass Satya moved into the grass at the center. He found some people killing a person. Satya took a wooden log and hit them. Meanwhile, Vishnu and Vikas came in. Satya was hitting them. Vikas and Vishnu started hitting the persons. Those people escaped. The three looked at victim. That person was none other than the vendor who told them information. They untied the vendor. He was shivering with fear. He told them they were telling they got orders from someone to kill me, and they told Sarpanasa. Satya told Vishnu and Vikas to take the vendor to hospital. Satya ran into the grasslands. Vishnu asked the vendor, "Why did you tell us morning to leave the village?" Vendor replied, "In our village, the Maheshwara temple, which the linga is in red in color, costs priceless. I know Gajendra, our village head, was trying to rob the linga. I known about it yesterday. That man who died is my brother, but I hesitated to tell in the village as he has some other connections and even to save my life. Before he was dead, he told me the truth." Vishnu was in shock. Vishnu took his mobile from the pocket and began to call Satya. He was not answering. After an hour, Vishnu got a call from Satya. He answered it. "Vishnu, you all leave the village and go to the city. I am also leaving from the village. They have a big connection. Listen to me and leave the village." As per Satya's instruction, Vishnu and Vikas went back to the building and told everyone. And they packed their bags and they went near the entrance door. The door was locked. They slept there for the night. The next day morning, they woke up and checked the door. The door was open. They began to run. Meanwhile, a woman went near the village pond. She shouted loudly. She found a dead body on the steps of the pond, where the blood was moving to the pond. Police had come and checked the body. They found a card. There was a name on the card. It was Satya.